I'm a returning citizen, and first and foremost, I want to know how many people here are successful. Let me see your hands. When I asked this question, ladies and gentlemen, I should have seen every hand in here raised. And the reason why I say I should have seen every hand in here raised is because you could have been anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here at this event. So that right there is success alone. So I should see every hand. I don't really need this. My voice gonna carry. Like I said, I should have seen every hand in here raised because you could have been anywhere else, but instead you attended this event. Like I said, I'm a returning citizen, and I had an addictive personality before I went to prison. When I say addicted, I was addicted to using drugs, selling drugs, and I was addicted to a lifestyle of using illegal guns to do illegal activities. In 2003, that came to an end. I got convicted of 2 armed robberies and was sentenced to 17 years in prison. Now, the first thing I said when that judge gave me that time and I got back to the holding cell was, how I'm gonna do this time? There was an older man in the holding cell with me, and he said, son, all you gotta do is keep waking up every day. And if you can last, time will pass. And that stuck with me. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I was a saint neither. For my first 10 years, basically I did the same thing that I was doing out there before I got incarcerated. Nothing. Being negative, hanging with negative people. And I'm incarcerated, but I'm still catching charges, going to isolation. So what type of sense that made? It didn't make sense at all. And like I said, it was my first 10 years. So I pretty much wasted time. Out of all the programs DOC had to offer, I only attended one program for my first 10 years. One program. So I'll tell you how much time I wasted while I was incarcerated instead of getting myself together. And the name of that program was Dad's Inc. And the reason I went there for real, for just to get out the pod. I won't worry about parenting. I just was trying to get out the pod. So I got out there for all the wrong reasons. Well, in 2013, I had been locked up 10 years. And I caught another charge. I'm still going to isolation while I'm incarcerated. This time, when I went to isolation, it was a young lady by the name of Miss Linda Galloway. She was a treatment supervisor. She the one that started off with me when I first hit the Department of Corrections in 2005. Now she was at Deep Meadow as a treatment supervisor. So the first thing she said to me was, Mr. Smith, you still getting in trouble. You still catching charges. How long you been locked up now? I told her. She said, if you don't get your life together, when you go back out into society, you're going to come right back because you still practicing the same behavior that landed you in here. And when I went back to that cell, I did something that I never did in my entire life. I got down on my knees and prayed.
Yes, sir. That's right, Soldier.
And when I got down on my knees and prayed, when I got back up, I felt a feeling that I never felt before. I don't know what came across me, but all I know is it was all good. And when I went back out into population, I started changing the way I think, the people I hung around, things I was doing, and I started going to programs. And it's a young man here by the name Mr. White, Mr. Rodney White. Never forget him.
Yes,
Mr. Rodney White. He had a program called Head Start for Reentry. And what he did was he random picked 20 guys that had been down 10 years or more. And my name got picked. So I went, I attended, and Mr. Rodney told his story. And when he told his story, I can relate to his story because he did 15 years himself and was working inside the Department of Corrections. And he was trying to help us. Matter of fact, he wasn't trying, he was helping us.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And when that man gave a brief description of his testimony, I said, that's what I want to do. I want to help people.
That's right.
And that's what I started doing. I started signing up for programs. Like I said, I started separating myself from the negativity. And I started being around people that's positive and doing positive things. And before you know it, I started going to NA meetings. Because like I told you, I'm a recovering addict. And when I started going to NA meetings at Deep Meadow, it was like 4 people in attendance every week for like 2 months straight. That's 4 people. And I was one of the 4. So I went to I found out who was in charge of the NA, which is Mr. McLean right here. Because I was tired of seeing the same 4 people. I know I ain't the only one just dealing with addiction. I know I ain't the only one just dealing with it. It can't, it's impossible. So I went to Mr. McLean, and I didn't even know him, and I stopped him on the boulevard, and I said, Mr. McLean, I said, look, I'm in Narcotics Anonymous. I said, I know it's way more people in this facility that need help than me and them other 3 dudes. I said, give me some type of authority where I can get people involved to start coming to NA. And he did. And when he gave me the authority to be the overseer over the Narcotics Anonymous program, that list grew to like 20 people. Because guess what I did? I started walking around. And I started telling them about Narcotics Anonymous and what it's about and what we do in there. And people started coming. People started gravitating to me because I'm serious about my recovery. And now I'm getting down to like the reentry phase, which is 12 months. It's called pre-car. Ms. Johnson is in charge of pre-car. This is Ms. Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. California. Very sweet lady. And they had I think a seminar called, Ms. Johnson, what was the name of the seminar?
Money Smart.
Money Smart. And I attended it. And I learned something. Because I always been bad at managing money. I'm an addict. So I learned how to manage money through her program, Money Smart. And then I finally made my way around to the car community. That's when you got 6 months left. Now, my plan was to go in the car community and I'm going to lay back, stay out of the way, do my 6 months and go home. That was the plan. But Mr. McLean had other plans. I didn't know that me being a role model, and I didn't think nobody was paying me any mind or any attention, but people were paying me attention. Mr. White, Mr. McLean, Miss Johnson, and my name was ringing. You need to get this guy right here to be your senior coordinator. Let me tell you what the senior coordinator is. He's responsible for the car community. His responsibility is he's the overseer. He makes sure that the entire community is running and functioning properly. And I turned it down. I said, no, I said, I'm good. But then I was getting ready to turn around, walk out the door, and I told Miss Mullins, because she's responsible for the car community. She's the senior counselor of the car community. I turned around and I said, I'll do it. I'm not gonna keep on running.
That's right.
It's time somebody take a stand. And I'm gonna be that man take a stand. I said, I'm gonna do it. And I asked her what my responsibilities was, and she told me. And it was a job. It was a challenge. I'm telling you, it's a real challenge, because you talk about 80 different personalities and attitudes that I got to deal with, and problems that I got to deal with all day, every day.
That's right.
And that was my job. And not only that, I had like 9 or 10 coordinators up under me. So I also was responsible for making sure that all the jobs are carried out correctly and in a smooth manner. And I stepped up to the plate, you know. And the reason why I stepped up to the plate is because Mr. McClain, Miss Johnson, Mr. Rodney White, Miss Mullins, Miss Ramlin, these are phenomenal individuals. And they inspired me, and they motivated me, not so much because of what they say, because what they do. Their work ethic is crazy. I'm talking about they go above and beyond their duty to make sure that the guys that are incarcerated are all right. And I wanted to be a part of that. And I was a part of that. I'm winding down now. I'm winding down to the point where I'm ready to come home. Now, I'm going to remind everyone in here, I burned a lot of bridges before I came home. I burned a lot of bridges. Family and friends, I burned a lot of bridges. And I didn't have an address to come to. Honestly, I called 1 or 2 people, and they turned me down. So I had to go to a transitional home, Franklin Grove. Ms. Mullins put it in for me. It got approved. But I delivered a work ethic when I was incarcerated. Like I told you, I had 1 certificate for my first 10 years. After that, everything they put up on that board, I signed up for. I'm talking about, I don't care what it was. I signed up for it. Anger management, thinking for a change, baptism certificate. And I don't even have a college degree. I don't even how to handle conflict. I'm talking about, you name it, I took it. Forklift. I'm talking about, I got 18 certificates right here in 1 year. In 1 year. What they put up on that board, I was there signing it. And people was looking at me like I was crazy, because not only am I in charge of this cognitive community, I'm also programming.
That's right.
I'm talking about programming night and day. I'm talking about 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm up working out. And then I got to open up the meeting. And then I got to go to a program. Then I got to come back and get ready for the next program. I'm telling you, I'm programming hard. You know what I mean? Because I want better for myself. And I'm the leader of that cognitive community, so I need to lead by example. And that's what I did. One day, this certificate right here is a substance abuse class. Mr. McClain came to me. I have no college degree. Mr. McClain came to me and asked me would I be interested in facilitating a substance abuse class. And I couldn't believe it. I said, me? He was like, yeah, you. And I said, yeah. Wow. It was a 12-week class, and I had like 20 peers in there. And all 20 successfully completed the substance abuse class that I facilitated. And he brought me 20 certificates. And I'm like, what you want me to do with these? Pass them out. He said, no, I'm gonna give you 19 now, and you're gonna sign your signature at the bottom of it. And you're gonna pass them out to your peers that participate in your class.
That's right.
I saved the 21 for him because I couldn't sign my own certificate. But that was a great feeling though, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want to do. I want to help people. And that's what I did. Doors start opening. People start recognizing my talents. You know what I mean? People start recognizing my leadership. People seeing the change in me. And it's not so much of what I said, it's what I did.
That's right.
And I carry that same energy to society. I'm talking about when I came out, thanks to Mr. Rodney White Ready to Work class, thanks to Miss Ramler, work ethic, Miss Mothers, Mr. McLean, Miss Johnson. When I came out, I'm talking about when I got to Franklin Grove, I'm talking about I hit the ground, feet smoking. I was at OAR. I was at Richmond Behavioral Health Authority. I volunteered up here at the probation, passing out toys for Christmas. I was at Toys for Tots, passing out toys for Christmas. I'm talking about, I was working. I went to Henrico courts and commuted the money I owed on my fines to doing community service.
Yes, sir.
So I didn't have to pay. I can work it off.
That's right.
Doing community service. I signed up for Sarah Center. I go over there and I'm pursuing to be a peer recovery specialist. So I do my community service over there. I'm pursuing to be a peer recovery specialist. And I go to my meetings over there. I'm killing 3 birds with 1 stone. I'm talking about, when I say I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind. I'm talking about night and day. And I'm still getting up 4 o'clock in the morning working out. And I'm going to tell you something else I did when I was incarcerated. I used to love watching the stores. I used to watch I'm gonna catch them young in the rest. Mr. Rodney White said he started bringing me books to read. He started bringing me started turning me on to motivational speakers.
That's right.
So I started watching the Les Miles,
That's right.
the Zig Zaglers, the Eric Thomas. I started watching. I'm talking about, I became addicted to motivational speaking. And I said, that's what I want to do.
That's right.
I got home. I don't have a TV. I still don't have a TV. I've been home 3 months. I don't watch TV. You know what I watch? I watch motivational speakers on that phone.
That's right.
I'm talking about I be on it. That's what I do. I watch motivational speeches. I go to meetings, and everything falls into place. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Everything I planned, everything I said I was going to do when I was incarcerated, I was doing it. And then out of nowhere, adversity hit me. This is what I had to go through though. But I was ready, because not only was I ready, when I came home, I won't just hit the ground free smoking. I was networking too.
That's right.
I was networking hard. I was getting numbers. Everybody that's positive, doing positive things, I was getting their number. I was putting them in my phone. Because that support is very important. I'm telling you now, all family members, whoever in this room, support is very, very important when you come out of prison, because it's going to be some adversity.
Yes,
It's going to be some trials and tribulations. It's going to be some frustrations. It's going to be some no's. It's going to be some rejections. It's going to be some turn downs. And it ain't all about you giving them money.
That's right.
Sometimes they just need that hug. Sometimes they just need to be told, have a good day. When they get turned down for that job, sometimes you got to tell them, that's okay. We're going to go back online tomorrow and we're going to do some more applications. It's that support that will get you through. not that money. It's simple, and it don't cost nothing. And that's important if you in here and you got a loved one about to re-enter into society. Like I said, some adversity hit my family real hard, and you know, I had to start being a supporter of my family. And I got through it with the help of my support. I started calling. I started networking. The numbers that I had in my phone, I started calling them. And they got me through it. They didn't come up with the solution, but they gave me good advice. And I listened to it. And in the process of all that going on, I didn't have a job yet. I met a lady on the bus on my way to the hospital to check on my family. And the lady told me where she worked at and gave me her boss number. I called her manager. I called her manager the next day. The next day I called her manager. She said, bring your social security card and your ID with you. I get down there to the job. So much going on in my head with my family that I'm not even thinking straight. And I lied to the lady. The lady asked me, have I ever been convicted of a felony? I lied. And Mr. Rogers White said, that's a no-no.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a no-no.
That's right.
Because you don't have to lie no more.
That's right, yes, sir.
It's so much opportunity out here for us. They gain us jobs. And it's a bonding payment we got now that we bring home with us.
That's right.
It's a tax write-off. They're gonna hire you. So you don't have to lie. And I lied. And I'm very big on my word, and I'm very big on integrity.
That's right.
And the lady hired me still. But I wasn't right. I didn't feel right because I went against everything I believed in. And I called my support again. Because I didn't know what to do. And they said, tell the truth.
That's right.
And that's what I did. I went back down there, and I told my manager, I said, look, I got something to tell you. And I remember, I work in a bank. And I got armed robbers. I'm a flow technician, but I work in a bank. And I got keys to it. That's word. But I called my manager, and I told my manager what was going on. And I said, look, I got to wrong my right because I can't sleep at night. And I said, the only way I'm going to bring some clarity to myself is I got to be honest with you. I said, I lied to you on the application. I said, I've been convicted of a felony. She said, you do so good of a job. She said, I'm still going to keep you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I've been there ever since. I've been home 4 months. I started working there the first week of December. I've been there ever since. Love my job. It's a job. And I never had a bank account. I haven't worked since I was a teenager. And I got some credit. What these cards is? Oh, I got to show you. I got an account with Navy Federal Credit Union. I got some class. But like I was saying, everyone in this room, you're here for a reason. All of you, not for a season. So there's plenty of resources in here. Make sure you network, get these numbers, because while they in there programming and networking, you need to be doing the same thing out here.
That's right.
Because I'm telling you now, it's going to be some adversity. And it's going to be some trials and tribulations. And you're going to need to support each other. You may have to make a call to someone and get some advice too. Because it's not a cakewalk, but it don't have to be hard neither. It don't have to be hard. Before I end, I just want to say I want to thank everybody for coming out here, supporting me tonight. This means a lot. This is my first public speaking. And this this mean this support. You being here alone mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? It really means a lot to me because I'm going through something right now. I'm really going through something. It's a challenge and it's a test, but I'm a champion.
That's right.
And one thing about a champion, when a champion hit that mat, a champion don't stay down. He get back up. And right now I'm taking some vicious body blows.
That's right.
Real talk. I'm taking some blows. But I got some support, my will and determination.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get through this. And right now I'm in temporary housing right now. But I'm not gonna sit up here and I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna whine about it. Don't know how this gonna play out, and I ain't gonna think too much about it neither. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, which is getting up, working out, going to service center, going to work, taking that phone right there, calling my resources, and calling my support. And I'm gonna get through this. Didn't have a ride here tonight. Be honest with you, didn't have a ride here tonight. Have no idea how I'm gonna get home. But I got on that bus and I got here. And you know why I got here? Because somebody in this room
Yes, sir.
needed to hear what I had to say.
That's right.
And that right there hold more value than me missing them 4 hours at work. My name is Aspiring Mike.
That's right.
And I thank y'all for letting me share tonight.